It's a way of life. It's always been like that since the beginning of time.
But how do you feel about it? Do you think it's okay or not okay? Do you think it's okay to exploit somebody else?
No, I don't think it's okay to exploit somebody else, but
I agree. And would you also agree that we should be respecting other animals?
no, I agree with that.
Okay.
You gotta,
And do you think it's possible to actually respect them if we are exploiting them?
true. Yeah.
You wouldn't feel respected if I'm exploiting you, right?
Yeah.
So we're animal liberation activists, which means we live by the principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals.
Yeah.
And in practice, this means treating them as individuals and not exploitable resources. Like not treating them as a resource for fashion, their skin, transportation, entertainment, or food.
Leather or
Right. Yeah, and not using them as a resource for eggs or mother milk or like any selfish reason, really.
Yeah.
And so do you know what the benefit of living by this principle is?
I guess eat healthier,
I mean,
change the way
not
of
exactly. Not like, you could be living by this principle and just eat potato chips. You could be living by this principle and just eat vegan ice cream. The benefit of living by this principle for the animals is that they have one more person on their side.
True.
And for you, you would not be a hypocrite.
That's true.
So if you were in the victim's position, how soon would you need freedom?
I guess it'd be as soon as possible,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you feel like there's anything stopping you from living by this principle?
No.
Okay, so how many more animals should be exploited on your behalf from this point forward?
None.
So will you live by that principle from now on? Live vegan from now on?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, you recognize the urgency, right?
Yeah,
you need to stand
recognize it, but the way I see it, it's always been a way of life.
Okay.
Since the beginning of time.
Sure, but I could use that.
Everybody has to find a way to survive.
Yeah,
the way of life.
but today, right now, you don't need to. You don't need to choose that. Like you said, there's nothing stopping you from living by that principle. So, what do you want to continue to victimize them, or do you want to stand on the side of justice with them? And like if you were in your victim's position and like I'm oppressing you and I'm like, oh, it's just the way of life, would you find that acceptable?
No.
Right. So what do you think? Vegan from now on?
Yes.
Yeah, you mean that?
I don't promise on anything that I really can't. Because I'm a person who enjoys eating my burgers,
Okay, but is that a good excuse to exploit somebody?
No.
Like if it was you, would that be a good excuse for me to exploit you?
I don't know.
Well, but you told me that you see this as not right. You told me that this is wrong.
Right, but I wouldn't believe that, running around wearing leather and cowhide or horsehide as, because I love horses, but I wouldn't want to be wearing horsehide.
Right. So why exploit animals for any purpose when you don't have to? Why treat them like low enough that you can use them? Why treat them as a thing that can be treated as an object or property or owned when you could just respect them as an individual and leave them alone? That's the bare minimum, is it not? Right, and so when I ask you if you'll be vegan from now on, it's not about promising me, it's about your victims. This is about you and the animal victims. And then living in line with your beliefs, because you say this is wrong, you say there's nothing stopping you, you say you want to be on the side of justice. So will you? As long as you continue to victimize them and oppress them, you're the reason that this is happening. You don't need to be responsible for this injustice anymore. You can stand on the right side of history.
Sounds good.
So what do you think? Vegan from now on or continue to victimize them?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Strong. And do you agree we should be defending them like what I'm doing right now?
I believe I believe that is right. You gotta save these animals.
Yeah.
It's not like
they're dependent on us, vegans, to stand up for them and defend
I
them.
believe that, we live in a society where that there's less of them and more of us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, like I mean, actually, there's more of them than us. You know, like there's so many more of them. So we're not alone in this fight. You know, we're fighting for them. We actually are the majority, and this won't last forever. But they are dependent on us to stand up for them. So will you do that? All right. Even if you don't join us, you can still defend animals with your voice, just in your everyday life.
I understand that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, and if you would like to stand for animals right now, I can offer you that opportunity to stand in this art installation, even if it's just for a few minutes, and show that you stand on the side of justice for animals. Would you like to do that?
I'll stand with you for a few minutes.
All right, great. Let's do that.
Wooden floors, walls, and window sills. Tables and chairs warmed by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel